Hey, I'm Sarah Takens. I'm here with All Day Highly Distracted. Today, we are going to talk about the question I get asked the most. How do I buy and sell my house at the same time? This is something that a lot of people have a really hard time wrapping their minds around, which I completely get. You have one loan. How are you supposed to apply for another loan? When does this one get paid off? Do they know that this one's getting paid off? Is it affecting the way that I can borrow on this loan? Can I actually borrow without having to sell my house first and just buy the house and then sell this one? So there's so many options. Let's talk about them. So we are going to work on getting your house ready to sell first. That means that we're going to be decluttering, cleaning, making repairs. We're going to be staging it. We're getting professional photos done. And then we're just going to rest. At that point, I'll go into the system, get your home ready online for it to be sold behind the scenes. And then all I have to do is send you documents to sign and go ahead and upload it, and your house will be ready. So we just get that ready and then we stop. There's a few options that we can do for looking for homes. If you have cash on hand, that's all I need is just the proof that there's cash available to go and buy the next house. If you want to do a bridge loan, that means we take equity from your house that you're currently in and use that as the down payment for the new house. And then once your house sells, we carry that and transfer that over to the new loan so that your payment drops down. Or we can do an outright loan where it's contingent upon the selling of the home you're in now to buy the home that you want to get in. So those are the main three things. There are other ways. That's for my lenders to discuss with you. But those are the main three ways to go ahead and take the money from this house and put it into the next one. So what we will do at that point is start looking at homes. Once we have you either pre-approved for the bridge loan or your new mortgage, or if you just have cash on hand, then we're good to go. We'll start looking, we'll start putting bids in. If there's anything that you like, we can do one of two things. So two things. The first thing, my dog is snoring over here. The first thing we can do is putting in non-contingent. If you have the cash on hand or we're doing the bridge loan, that would be a non-contingent offer. Basically what non-contingent means is you're not relying on your house to sell in order to purchase this home. That is the best case scenario that we can have. The next thing that we can do is list your house immediately, stating in the comments that your home is only going to be sold based on the fact if you can get this house over here. So we write an offer on that new home based on a contingency. What a contingency is there's two types of contingencies. There's a contingency that your home is already under contract with another buyer, so then we just have to get through the process with them. Or there's the contingency that you still have to sell it and go through the process of being pending. The second one is the one that's a little tricky because if you're in that range, it's like it's like that next home still isn't quite secure. We put in some language that will protect you during that period from that house getting sold out from under you while you're getting your house ready. But a lot of times, if you haven't got an offer in 15 days or you haven't been able to get a buyer under contract, that home can go back on the market. Best case scenario is that non-contingency. That means that you're either doing a bridge loan or you have cash on hand and you're offering on that house, not needing to sell this house in order to purchase that one. There are times that you have enough equity in your home or enough collateral in the bank that they can give you a secondary loan without having to sell your first home too. That's a fourth option that might be available to you. We just have to talk with the lender and find out what is your best course of action here for protecting your funds and yourself from having two mortgage payments. And then that contingency that we had talked about before was the you have an offer. My dog. You have an offer in hand. They're going through the process. Perhaps you're already even past the inspection period. You just have to let them know, hey, here's our closing date for this, and we'll let you know if anything happens between now and then. But our goal is to try and get you non-contingent on the home to have the best standpoint possible. Now, recently we have not seen like crazy overbids, crazy competition until about 3 weeks ago. But through the winter, homes were sitting a little bit longer. The market wasn't moving quite as fast. We didn't see as many bids on each house, which was a great thing because then you had the time to go out and look, and then we could list your house. So it really will depend upon what you find and the time of year that you find it, what's happening in the market. I always keep up on the market, so I always know what's happening with, you know, how fast are sales moving, you know, what are buyers really jumping on right now, what's kind of sitting, you know, what is our best pricing strategy for this time of year. There's so many different things that we consider when we list a home and when we buy a home that we really want to make sure that we're looking at the big picture of timeline for you so that we're making the best move possible. The important part of this is being a team player, understanding that you have very specific needs, and we're going to make sure that the whole process goes as smooth and stress-free for you. No matter which route that you choose and which order we need to do things in, I have systems in place for all of these different options so that it still runs like clockwork no matter what your option is. So don't be afraid to think outside the box, create some new ideas. We can get a group of homes together that you really, really like. We can even talk about what purchasing new construction looks like for you and then when the process to start selling your home would take place. So many different options, but I'm here for all of them. So go ahead and contact me when you are ready, and let's get the process of buying and selling started.